Okay, so now I'd like to show you the blue Make a 10 cards. Similar to the green Make a 10 cards, the children are using the Make a 10 strategy, but this time instead of practicing addition with the green Make a 10 cards, they are going to be practicing subtraction fluency with the blue Make a 10 card. And so here we have one of our cards. The fact is 17 minus 9. And of course, the ultimate goal is for children to be able to answer this quickly and fluently and to be able to say that 17 minus 9 equals 8. So they can use it as a simple flashcard and turn it over to see here is the correct answer. However, if they're wrong or if they're struggling to figure it out, one strategy that they can use is using a Make a 10 strategy. Now, when you turn over the card, I'll show you how to use this Make a 10 strategy, and hopefully I can explain it to you clearly here. So we know, and I have this, so a couple notes down here as well. We know actually that 17 is 10 plus 7. So the children can think first, they find the 10 partner of the known partner. And when we're talking about partners in a subtraction problem, we know that if 17 is my total, I know 9, and this is my unknown. So the first thing we want them to do is look at this known partner, which is 9, and we want them the children to think, what do I need to add to 9 to make a 10? I need to add a 1. 9 and 1 makes my 10. Then we know that this 7, since we did mention before that 10 plus 7 equals 17, we take this digit here and we add these two numbers together, the 1 and the 7, getting 8. So I tried to break it down for you here as well, because if you're not used to doing it this way, it can seem a little bit tricky. But again, what we're striving for is to give children an opportunity to think about math mentally and to be able to break apart and put numbers together on their own. So if you can think to yourself, 9 plus 1 is 10, and I know that I had 7 left here, and I know that 1 plus 7 is 8, then I know that 17 minus 9 equals 8. So again, we're just breaking this apart here. We're breaking that 17 into 10 and 7. And if I zoom in a little bit more closely to my notes here, again, we're teaching them to think then, if they know that 17 equals 10 plus 7, I'm breaking this 10 apart into 9 plus 1, because this was the addend that I knew the 9. I'm thinking to myself, one more will give me 10, and then I'm adding in this 7. 1 plus 7 equals 8. And so again, this is not the only way, but it's just another different way that children can practice their math facts at home. And this forces them to think a little bit differently and a little bit critically, because they are learning here to actually break apart the numbers and put them back together, opposed to just memorizing the facts. They're actually looking at the structures of the numbers and how they can manipulate them and use this same process with other problem solving. So again, these are the blue Make a 10 cards for children to practice subtraction.